Hello everyone, this is North back again with another video. Today, this video is going to be my top 5 from the house of Abdul Alqurashi. Again, this is the list of my top 5 from my collection. Hopefully some of my picks are in yours. And if not, hopefully there will be some suggestions for you in the future. On another note, at the end of the video, I will mention 2 Abdul Alqurashi fragrances that I picked up that I feel like are misses and were a waste of money, and hopefully they will steer you in the right way if you do decide to check out this house. Alright guys, let's get into it. Number 5 on my list from the house of Abdul Alqurashi is going to be from the Wheelhouse collection. I think this is a very excellent selection. There's maybe 10 or 15 in the line. So my number 5 is called Jasmine Cardamom. This is considered an Oriental, as they put here, and they describe it as a Floriental. All right, so all of these come in a 100 ml bottle. All of the designs are the same, just the colors are different. The notes on this one are top notes, fresh notes, jasmine, cardamom, heart notes, jasmine, woody notes, and the base notes are oud and musk. This is my number 5. I think this is a good fall and cooler weathered fragrance, even though I think you can wear this all year round. It does have a floralness to it, but it also is sweet. That's what I like about it. So this is my number 5, Jasmine Cardamom. Number 4 on my list, this particular fragrance I just picked up recently, maybe a few weeks ago. This one is lower on my list because of the limited availability of it. I only found this in one location here in Kuwait, at one mall. None of the other locations. Every mall that you go to, big or small, has at least a booth of Abdul Alqurashi, and this is the only location that had it. So I put it at number 4. This was a blind buy. This one is called Cordoba, and we know Cordoba is an area in Spain. So this particular line, I believe, is called the art collection or calligraphy collection. There's a number of different boxes, and so this one is supposed to be reminiscent of the time when the Muslims ruled the area of Spain, and one of the capitals of one of the caliphates was in Cordoba. So this is this one. There is no information online about this, so I could not find any notes on it. But what I get from it, I did spray it on my hand, is that it is mostly fruits, a little bit of florals, and a pinch of smoke. There's a little bit of smokiness to it. I think this is a great fragrance. This is one of the best blind buys that I've had from this collection. I do have some misses that I'm just not really into. Like on my list, I will not mention Safari Extreme. I do have Safari Extreme, and this one is coveted in the fragrance community, but this is not on my top 5 list. Maybe if I do this again next year, it will be on there. But for right now, my number 4 is Cordoba, and this is a 100 ml bottle. All of these are eau de parfum. I'm going to try a little bit of a different lighting for the rest of the filming. So number 3 on my list is again from the Wheelhouse collection. This is Frankincense. Frankincense is another one that says Oriental. It gives a description right here as a resinous Oriental. This is one of my favorite pickups recently because I have become obsessed with the note of incense, and we know that the note of incense is usually associated with frankincense or olibanum, or in Arabic it's called al-luban. So this is my number 3. I did not put it at number 2, but this is high up on my list. This is one of my best pickups to date. The notes for this one are top notes: French orange flower, star anise, coconut, and raspberries. The mid notes are flowery notes, woody notes, and frankincense. And the base notes are agarwood, sandalwood, pure oud, and frankincense. So this is my number 3, Frankincense from the Wheelhouse collection. Number 2 on my list, I put on my list because it's such a versatile fragrance. It's totally unisex, as are all of these, but this is one of their staples in the house, okay? And this is Body Musk. This is their white musk scent. This says parfum on it, but it is a eau de parfum. This is a 30 ml bottle. I believe online you can buy 50 ml bottles outside of Kuwait, I guess, or the Middle East. I've only seen 30 ml bottles. So this is supposed to be a limited release. This is the same smell as the attar or the oil that you can get. So I'm wearing this as my scent of the day. I did layer it with the oil. And on another caveat, I did not put any attars on this list. I made the whole list of my top 5s only perfume sprays. So this is my number 2 because it's so versatile, it's so clean, it's soapy and linen smelling. You can't go wrong when you put this on. It's not much to think about, and it's of great quality. It's a very quality white musk scent, and the price is very good, as are all of these, okay? So with most Abdul Samad Alqurashis, before I get to my number 1, is that they always run 50% off sales. All right, so this is my number 2, Body Musk by Abdul Samad Alqurashi. And my number 1, which is definitely different from other YouTubers that I've seen that have talked about this particular line within the house of Abdul Samad Alqurashi. And my number 1 is Brown Incense. Now I've seen a number of people, not too many because this house is not talked about a lot, a number of people mention Black Incense as their favorite. Now there are 4 of these in this line, the incense line. There's Black Incense, Brown Incense, Pink Incense, and White Incense. Now when I was trying these, this was a couple years ago, I was determined to get one of them, and this is the one I chose. I was not completely in love with it when I first got it because I felt like it was just very mature for my taste at the time. But now it has become my most coveted fragrance from this house of any of these lines. So let's get into the notes. Here, the top notes are bergamot, Taif rose, star anise, ylang ylang. The heart notes are iris, jasmine, cedarwood, and orange blossom. The base notes are patchouli, amber, oud, and woody notes. To me, this is the one that smells the most like incense. Whether you're smelling it or whether you're smelling the smoke when it's burning, this is the closest representation from all 4 of them to what I consider an incense note based on my exploration into the incense fragrances that I've picked up, which I've picked up a number of them. So this is my number 1. Okay, I love this particular fragrance. If you have a chance to try it out, please do try it out. And the good thing about Abdul Samad Alqurashi is that I think that this is the best Arabic line that is out. So there's Ajmal, and then there's Al Haramain, and there may be a couple others that I can't think of that are popular that people get when they're in the States or in the UK, okay? But with Abdul Samad Alqurashi, I believe that they use, in most instances, they use better quality ingredients. Their packaging is top notch, right? This is like a heavy glass and a heavy lid. Right, their presentation is top notch. The quality of the ingredients that they use are top notch, and to put them on top compared to any of the other fragrance houses that are based out of the Gulf or the Arab world is that they are always running sales. Ajmal, I have yet to see them run a sale like this. This whole year, starting from the end of 2020, they've been running 50% off the whole time. So to me, this is the best house. There are some hits and misses, which I'm about to get into. But again, my number 1 of every Abdul Samad Alqurashi that I own, as far as sprays, is going to be Brown Incense. Now, that is my list of my top 5. As I said at the end, I will mention 2 fragrances that I feel like were my worst purchases from this house.
Now, as promised, these are the 2 worst purchases that I have made from the house of Abdul Alqurashi. One of them is this one called Sapheda Oud, also called white oud. The other one is called Filaria Oud. Okay. Filaria Oud. Now with these come from the highest in line from everything that you can get from Abdul Alqurashi. They are on the lower end as far as pricing, but even on the lower end, these fragrances cost more than Roja Dove parfums. They cost more than Creed. These, the ones on the cheaper end. And even when you get them 50% off, they're still well over 200 American dollars. And to me, both of these I smelled first, but I just had a spray on it. And this one, for example, this Filaria Oud, this one is discontinued. So that was the main reason why I picked this up. And I got it, I sprayed it, both of these. And I figured once I got them on skin that, you know, they would last and they would be worth the money. And these are the absolute worst purchases that I could have ever made. I really wish I had my money back. These bottles are beautiful, but the smell on them is nothing. You get nothing from them, from each of them, right? You spray it on 20 times, you don't smell it at all on you. For the price that these cost, I should be able to spray this one time and it fills the room. Now I think maybe some of them that are worth more than $1,000, because these are on, like I said, these are on the lower end, and maybe there's 6 or 7 of them, and on the higher end you're paying upwards of $1,000 or $1,500 for a bottle. Maybe one of those, if you spray one, you will fill the room. But these, you spray it 20 times, 20 minutes later you don't smell anything. Now there may be the case that these are just all natural ingredients and they use the best ingredients and there's nothing synthetic about it. Maybe that's why they last. But even if, these are not worth the money. So if you're looking at these houses, you can find these on the website. These are 2 that I would steer clear of. You don't find, I've only found 1 review on this one online and they praised it, and this is horrible as far as longevity, as far as anything, you know, for the price that you pay for it. So steer clear of these. This is my cautionary tale. But for the most part, everything else, everything I mentioned in my top 5, they're all beastly fragrances. You know, they last a long time. They're very good quality and they're a fraction of the price. So, all right, that's my list. Please comment if there's some other ones that are on your list that you really like that I should check out. Please subscribe to the channel. That would really help me out, and also give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. I appreciate your time, and I will see you again on the next one. North out.